Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. I hope you are doing well, I hope you are prepared for not a long live. Today I don't want to do a long live. Why? Because I didn't even watch the games of Serie A. I watched a bit of Roma, unfortunately. But I watched Manchester City versus Liverpool. What a game. A beautiful game. A real beautiful game. That's the game I watched today. Did I watch more? No, because I played actually Star Wars. The Lego Star Wars. The new Lego Star Wars with my son. It was amazing. Amazing. We played really long today, so I had some family time. But I was watching the results. I know about a Super Bremer from Torino that blocked everything. That would be a dream, eh? More than Rudiger that wants too many money. So we'll speak a bit about Mercato at the end, but let's first start speaking about what is important because, as you know, apparently, nobody wants to win the title. Nobody wants to win Serie A. When Juventus is out of the race, even if I always told you don't believe, even if I told you that always, they are trying to give us back the hope. Is it good for our health? It's absolutely not good for our health. Every time that we are thinking, you know what, let's focus. Let's focus on fourth spot, to forget about the title. We are bad, we are this, we are that. Let's criticize Allegri, Rabiot, let's criticize everyone, Danilo, and so on. And then they are losing, and then we are back. We are back in the race. Even if we don't want to, we say, no, leave us alone, Next year we will start from the back. No, they are there. They are saying, here, take the Scudetto. If they give it to us, maybe we'll have to try for it. Let me say hello to the people in the chat. Who's there today? We have Gianmarco, who was the first one with immediately a big topic. And a big bold statement that I want to tackle. That's an important one. First of all, we don't know if it doesn't exist in my life. If doesn't exist, it's nice for a few seconds, if, but then you have to forget, because you will never have the evidence, yes or no. We can debate, we can speak, but what if we had Pirlo, like Gianmarco is saying, we would have won the Scudetto already, because all the other teams are bad. That the other teams are bad, I agree, but Juventus is bad as well. We know it. We already spoke about it. There are reasons why we are bad. There are reasons why the other ones are bad. We will speak about that today in the video. But I don't believe that Pirlo would have done better, especially because if you are looking the last 20 games on Serie A, I'm speaking about the last 20 games, not the last 5. Last 20, we are first in Serie A. With that, you don't do nothing, because unfortunately, Serie A is made of 38 games. So if it doesn't matter. It's good to see some stats, but Pirlo was not able to be first with 20 games in a row. That was not able. Allegri was. So that was the first one. I don't believe in Pirlo, or maybe, who knows? Maybe Pirlo, because I said it. I always defended Pirlo. Let's say hello to all the people in the chat. Shatterstar, who say Bremer neutralized Giroud. I heard about that, like he neutralized also Vlahovic when we played versus Torino 1-1. Bremer, what a player. People are crazy about Bremer. Calcio is crazy. Today I should make a new version with Calcio is crazy. Buonasera Thomas. There is also Shatterstar. About the Pirlo comment, he was not sure. Personally, I think the management wronged him at the time. They pulled him from the youth team weeks before appointing him there to run the first team. It was too soon. That's also absolutely a correct one. I read a bit, I say hello, and then we will start the usual discussion as always. I tell you, today not a long live, because it's Sunday evening, Sunday night for everyone. You will probably have better things to do, but we'll go through the scores and why these teams doesn't want to win the Scudetto. Ciao Stefan, that is also speaking to Gianmarco. Gianmarco immediately, boom, immediately with a bold statement. Ciao Radovan. He said, I told you, Beppe, a long time ago, Milan has no finishing of the season, and Pioli doesn't have it. He's just not the guy who can win trophies. They need fresh new manager. Mamma mia, also Milan that is still first. Need a new manager, Radovan. Let's see. Let's speak about that. Maybe they had to go for Ragnik. No, Ragnik is also bad at Manchester United. Apparently, he's the one that in percentage he's there. He's doing really bad at Manchester United. With Cristiano Ronaldo. Ciao Shatterstar, that is back. Also because he already commented. He said they turned their back and on him after one season. I didn't like the way it was handled. Anyway, it is what it is. We can speak also about Pirlo and not Pirlo. Napoli was shocking as always. Napoli, I have a sound for Napoli, the special Napoli sound. That's for Napoli today. Napoli, blah, blah, blah. Always blah, blah, blah. At least it's going to be a race until the last game. I agree. Ciao, Andrew. Ciao, Maestro. Who's saying ciao, Beppe, and ciao to all the Juventini of the world. Mercato is crazy. Serie A is crazy. Ciao, Andrew. Already said. Ciao, Di Foccarino. Also, ciao to Dino that today said, I asked for a live, and here is the live. Guys, let me try to go a bit more faster. Ciao to Sam, always there. Blagosce, Dan, Alessio, Gio, Shatterstar again. Hey, today on fire, Shatterstar. Ciao, Luca de la Place. Stavros is there as well. Dum, Dan, John, Gravush, Zorro, Sam Mikalev, Anthony Schifano. Already said hello to Thomas. Marian, always there representing. Marian, every time you are changing a profile picture, you're making me crazy. Luckily, I know your nickname. Luckily. Ciao, David. Ciao, Pal. Ciao, Taha is there as well. Ciao, hermano. Hola, hermano. Hola, Ellie, who's saying don't give us hope. It's not my fault. I always tell you, no hope, no hope, no hope. But apparently, Serie A, they want to give us hope. Ciao, Alessandro. Ciao, Juventino MC. Ciao, the name that I can't pronounce, but Forza Star Wars. Guys, so many people. Hey, I love that you are interacting and saying hello to everyone. Beppe, did you watch City versus Liverpool? Yes, I watched. It was a big game. A big game with crazy, great things. Another level. Let's say it honestly, today Juventus can't compete with Manchester City, they can't compete with Liverpool, they are too strong. There are also reasons why they are really strong and at that level. I don't see Juventus, and I will shock probably a lot of you, I don't see Juventus competing versus these teams in a near future. Does that mean that Juventus will never win versus City or Liverpool? No, because you know that the ball is not square, guys. The ball in football is round. That's a ball, round, and everything can happen. The ball can turn, and you know, these kind of Roberto Carlos free kicks, it can take really strange things sometimes, like Villarreal winning versus Bayern Munich. We don't know if they will qualify or not. Everything can happen in football, but reaching constantly that level in a really near future, we will have to wait. I know that you want to. I know that you want to win the Champions League. I know that whatever Juventus will do, they will do bad until they win the Champions League. I know, I am prepared, but it was another level. But they did also a lot of mistakes. We'll talk about that as well. Ciao Lu, last Samurai 07 that became a new member of the channel. Thank you. First new member of the channel today, Grande Last Samurai. Hopefully, it's not the last time that you will subscribe, because otherwise you are really a Last Samurai. Grande! I love your nickname, by the way. I'm a big fan of Asian culture and so on. So can we, now that we say hello to everyone, can we start speaking finally about Juventus? Samurai, yeah, I can finally talk. Absolutely, you can talk. You can talk. Absolutely, of course you can. You are free to talk. So can we start speaking about football? And to start, maybe we have to go to the result of today, because crazy. Again, Serie A, crazy. Roma was about to give us really a lot of hope. Guys, you know what? In all the results, the one that really made me sad was the comeback of Roma. I said to my son, because we changed the television, they were losing 1-0. I said to him after the game of Manchester City-Liverpool, I said, they will not lose. They are in a big form. They already did it. The remontadas with these young kids a few games ago. Something happened that Roma, they have an experienced coach that I personally dislike, but he's a guy that he doesn't care about the pressure. Hey, it's not a guy like Spalletti, maybe Pioli, what other team? Simone Inzaghi without the experience. It's not that guy. Mourinho, I don't like him personally. I will never. That's impossible. If you are telling me, Beppe, you are a Juventino, do you like Mourinho? No, but I respect his anti-Juventinità, and I respect also his experience. He's not anymore the best coach in the world. Maybe he's a bit outdated, yes, but he has an experience. He doesn't care about pressure. That pressure is also actually making him kicking. He loves that pressure because it's giving that extra mile. And I was not surprised that today they did it. I was not sure, but I said to myself, you will see they will absolutely not lose. And it was already the 70th minute. They won. They won with a goal of 82nd and 85th. Why am I sad about that result specifically, the one of Roma. Why? I'm sad because if today, after Atalanta losing, they lost. They lost. After Atalanta losing, this was the perfect result for what? For Juventus being tranquillo, secure about the fourth spot. Mathematically, no, absolutely not. But Roma losing today, they were at -8. There was then Lazio a bit more closer, of course, but Atalanta, Roma, Lazio would have been actually at a distance where it was quite comfortable for Juventus to play their games, 6 more games in Serie A for Juventus, with actually thinking only about we are in first spot, we try to have everything we can. Like De Ligt said yesterday, let's go. From now on, we have to try to win all the games. We try to win all of them and we pray. And we see what happens. Will it be? Because if we win all of them, we are for sure in top 4. That's a fact. That's a fact because Roma, Atalanta, and Lazio, they can't catch up with Juventus. Neither Fiorentina. It's too late for them if we win all our games. So the destiny of Juventus is in our hands. And today, if Roma lost, guys, that would have been also, being without stress, thinking only about the other games, playing our own game without having the fear or doing a bad pass or missing a point. And that would have been really, really great. Other results, Torino-Milan. Again, Milan for the second game in a row, 0 goals. They were not able to. They didn't had like 33 goals, shots on target this time. They had like 6 or 7, not that much this time. Not able to score. Bremer, fenomeno. Napoli-Fiorentina was a top game, was a super game. It went from one side to the other. Napoli lost. Today I saw a lot of praisers and beautiful words about Vincenzo Italiano. That is really great. He's really great, Vincenzo Italiano. Really great coach. I want to wait a bit. And then we see the other scores. Sassuolo 1 versus Atalanta. That Atalanta is playing 2 competitions, guys. 2 competitions in the legs, in the head. They played versus Leipzig, guys. It's not easy, 2 competitions. Lazio won 4-1 with a hat-trick of Immobile. Disgraziato. I don't know if you know that word in Italian. If you don't know, look it up. Disgraziato. Because he's able to score with Lazio. It's never able to score with Italy. Disgraziato last time. And Inter won 2-0. So now that we spoke about all the teams, let me read a bit of comments. Then we go to the ranking and we go team by team. Why are they giving hope to Juve? And is there hope to Juve? Even if I tell you, for me, it's a no. But who knows? Who knows? Welcome to the last samurai in the group. Wolf, thank you again for the beautiful lyrics on the Mercato is Crazy song. That's Wolf. Grande Wolf. We need Italiano. You see, I didn't even saw the comment. We need Italiano immediately. Wait, we will go to there. Maximum of likes. Let's do that. I always appreciate when we do a lot of likes, guys. You know that when people are doing a maximum of like, it's how can I explain? It's like people are appreciated that we are all together. And I appreciated that. Ciao Marco! Who's saying, guys, let's get the top 4 and next year we get the league. I agree with that one. I agree. But then, if they continue to lose, you never know. Liverpool was pretty shaky. I agree. Ciao Aldo. Pleasant surprise to see you live on now. Beppe, did you know that Andrea Bocelli is an Inter fan? Yes, I know. It makes sense. Ciao Ahmad. Did we miss the Serie A title? We will speak about that correctly now. I can understand that every team in Serie A needs a new coach, but maybe we need to change how we evaluate things and not the coaches. Le mot de la sagesse. In French, that means the wise words of Thomas, because he's a bit older, he knows. We can't change every single time coaches. Look at Liverpool. If we want to continue speaking about Liverpool and Manchester City, before going into the ranking of Serie A, and by the way, ciao to King ADP, ciao to Aman, ciao to, no, I said hello to the other one, ciao Boylan as well, ciao Boylan. So, if we want to speak about last time about Manchester City versus Liverpool, why are they at that position? Why are they so great? And so on and so on. It's because they had the time. Why? Liverpool, Jurgen Klopp, before he won something, he had 4 years. 4 years without winning at Liverpool. They gave him time, they gave him the resource, they gave him actually the time to the players to adapt to his game, and he was increasing every single year. He didn't win from the first year. He had his idea that he proved at Dortmund. Even there, he went into the Champions League final with Dortmund. He didn't win it, but he did an incredible work. But also there, he had the time to build. We are speaking about Jurgen Klopp, one of the best coaches, if not the best coach of the world. Jurgen Klopp, he needs time, like Gasperini, that now is collapsing. We know that Gasperini is a coach that personally, as a person, I don't really appreciate. But then, if you are telling me Beppe, who's the best one of the best Italian coaches for a project, with young people, with new people, with people that probably do not know that much about fighting, maybe Gasperini is the best coach, and he also did it a big work with Atalanta. Of course, the cycles at a certain moment, they stop for everyone. They stop for Lyon in France when they won 7 titles in a row, leagues, Super La Ligue 1 titles. I'm speaking about a long time ago. It stops for everyone. It stopped for Juventus after 9 Serie A in a row. It stops also for Atalanta, even if they never won this year. It's really difficult for them because it's a cycle. It's a cycle, guys. But they received the project. Look at Guardiola with all the players he bought. Because if you are looking at the first year of of Guardiola, he didn't win, and then he's changing half of the team. He's going with a lot of money. He bought like left backs. He bought like right backs. I don't remember the name now, but I made some researches. And he won. He won. He didn't win the Champions League yet with Manchester United. The best coach of the world. A lot of people are imitating him, are asking to be like Guardiola. Didn't win the Champions League with Manchester City. Didn't win it with Bayern Munich, with a top team. He didn't. The last time he won it was with the extraordinary Barcelona, with Messi, Neymar, Suarez, the MSN team, guys. But he's really great. Guardiola is a really great coach. Does that mean that the Sheikh of Manchester City is saying now, stop with Guardiola because he's not able to win the Champions League? Maybe he will do it this year. Time is important in every possible project. Like the first comment we had, I believe it was from Gianmarco, when he said Pirlo should have stayed. He didn't say that, but let's say Pirlo. Pirlo deserved maybe time. That's absolutely correct, and that's what I was asking for in the last season. In the end, I said give him time, but the people here from Juventus, they were so spoiled of winning. With the arrival of Ronaldo, they were dreaming only about the cherry, the Champions League. If you were not able to win it, you were a disaster. That they were starting with Pirlo out, Pirlo out, Pirlo out, Pirlo out, Pirlo out, Pirlo out. That the pressure was so hard on Pirlo because I don't know if you remember the games of last year. We are criticizing Allegri correctly, but last year was not better. Probably you forgot because you are judging this moment, but last year with Pirlo was a problem. Time is important, and the word time has been used by John Elkann when he said, we understood, we made some mistakes, we had a problem, there was COVID, there was this, there was that, we did all mistakes. Now we give time and resources to come back at the top. Okay, now I see a lot of people, and Thomas said it correctly, speaking about different coaches. And Pioli, he deserves to be changed because he's not a winner. And Spalletti is not great. And this is not great. And this is not good. And I agree with all of you. But what do we do? Project or no project? Pioli, he was a disaster at Milan. The first 2 seasons he was there, he was a disaster. He was about to be sacked. It was done. Pioli out for Ragnick. At the end, it didn't happen for I don't know what kind of reason. Pioli remained there not because he was the first choice, not because they were happy with Pioli, but because it didn't happen with Ragnick. It's not that, don't believe the fables that are telling you suddenly someone woke up at Milan and said, Pioli is actually the best coach of the world. It's not true. It is not true. It's because they had no choice, but he found an opportunity in the fact that he could stay and work without that stress because he had a bit more time to work with his Milan. And he's doing great things. He's really doing great things. Are we criticizing Pioli now because last year he finished second? He bottled it at a certain moment. Are we speaking bad about Pioli that he's bottling it now? He's training Milan, guys. He's training Milan. So I don't know, guys, if we are judging a bit too fast and we are impatient and we have we don't want to wait or to trust people. I think we are exaggerating a bit. It's hard. It's hard. So why am I speaking about all these kind of things? So now ranking. Wait, ranking. Wait. Mr. X is saying, Beppe, yes, I won the Champions League, but I want to dominate Serie A again for 10 years this time. I am 43 and I remember 2006 very well, and I cannot forgive them. They have to bow down to Juve. Well, Mr. X, before going to the rankings, this is a big battle that only older Juventini will understand. I understand the younger fans that came in 2011, came in 2015, 2018. They dream only about Champions League. They don't know the history perfectly of Juventus. They read about it, they heard about it, they think they know, but they were not there when Juventus was put it in the mud, and on all the papers. And today, again, because people, they don't know, they are actually speaking bad about Juventus. They are all saying Juventus was stealing, Juventus was robbing, Juventus was this. While if you are looking at the paper, the official paper, Juventus did nothing. They did nothing. Okay, they did some normal things, but that's a long story about Calciopoli, of course. And that's why I always said I want to win Serie A again. I will celebrate every single win in Serie A. I want them to hate us more than they were already hating us. That's what I want. That's my biggest dream. Then the Champions League, of course, I want to win it. Of course, it's the biggest trophy of the world. But first, I want to kill Serie A. I want to kill Serie A. Game in, game out. Season in, season out. This is my priority. And speaking like Thomas is writing here, talking about history, any plans for Cinque Maggio? Why you speak about Cinque Maggio? Because Cinque Maggio is the 5th of May, 2002, and that was a really strange season. Why? Because Juventus was not first until the last day of Serie A. They were running, because Marcello Lippi was there, he was back. They were running after the Roma and Inter, because both of them were first, Inter then Roma. They were fighting, but Juventus was always third, okay? And in the last day, crazy thing happened, because Inter lost 4-2 in Roma in the stadium of Lazio with 2 goals of Poborski. That still today, Nedved is still not believing that Poborski scored not 1 but 2 goals. Especially because Lazio and Inter, they are good friends. So they lost, and Lazio didn't want Roma to win the Scudetto. Lazio, they are friends with Inter. They didn't want Juve to win the Scudetto, but Poborski decided otherwise on the 5th of May. They won versus Inter. Juve won an easy game, 2-0 versus Udinese. Goals of Del Piero, goals of Trezeguet. Roma won as well. Roma did a draw, if I'm not wrong. I always forget about Roma. But Roma finished actually second, Juve first, and Inter was third. Pay attention. They always can ask for the Scudetto. When they are third, we have to be careful. Better second Inter than third, because third, they can do everything they want. So pay attention to that. Otherwise, no, seriously, guys, why is Thomas speaking about Cinque Maggio? Because of one really big reason. It's because nobody saw Juventus possibly doing that remontada and coming back and winning that Scudetto, most crazy Scudetto ever. But Juventus did. So, can we do it again? Let's see the ranking first, and then we will go and see the possibilities of Juventus that I already spoil you, anticipate you. For me, no. For diverse reasons. So let's go to the tables. The tables are saying that Milan, Napoli, Juve, Roma, Lazio, they all have the same games. That means 32 games. Inter has a 1 game in hand, Fiorentina, Atalanta. Okay? Let's not go too far. We will stop at the top 8 positions, okay? So, Milan, the same games, they are actually at +6 from Juve. All the really big praises, because I saw a few weeks ago, people were telling me Pioli is the best manager of Serie A. Pioli is a genius. Pioli is a great tactical mind. Pioli knows how to sub. He knows how to manage champions like Ibrahimovic and so on. These were the words I received about Pioli. Pioli, as far as I know, even if he played at Juve when he was really young, so I like him a bit. I like Pioli a bit. But the problem with Pioli is he never won nothing. I'm curious. Last year, uh, he didn't want to fight for a Scudetto. He was happy that he was second. And actually, no, because that's not the mentality of Milan. Like, it's not the mentality of Juve. The mentality of Pioli should have been pissed off that he didn't win last year's Scudetto because they were in the race and they bottled it. That's the truth. And then you're thinking, where is the mentality of Pioli? A few weeks ago, he said, now we don't sign for the second spot. We want to go to win the Scudetto. But they are not able to go because today, if they won last week and they won this week, they were really far. Apparently, no. I still believe that Milan can win it, even if the calendar of Milan is really, really, really tough from a certain moment. Look at the calendar of Milan, guys. If you're looking at the fixtures that they have, it will be Genoa, and we know that. But after Genoa, guys, the tough games are starting for Milan because they will have first the Coppa Italia and then they have Lazio, Fiorentina, Verona that today lost versus Inter, Atalanta that will fight for a spot maybe in a European Cup, and then Sassuolo that today was able to fight and to beat Atalanta. So they have a really difficult calendar. Normally, if today they had some easier games, if today they won and last week as well, they had Genoa and then it was a real tough calendar. Now they compromised it a bit. They really compromised it a bit. Pay attention. If we're going to to Inter, they have a chance or serious chance to win the Scudetto. No, I will come back on Inter later. I want to come back to Inter later. Let's first talk about Napoli, the fixture of Napoli. Today they lost 2-3. They will have Roma next week. They will have Roma with a pumped up Roma team that today won, so they are in that positive vibe. They believe in it. They will have a really nice week. Pay attention to Napoli Roma. Then they have an easier calendar with Empoli that has nothing to prove. They are already safe, so I believe so. Then Sassuolo, Torino, Genoa, Spezia. Spezia should be either one. The three here, Sassuolo, Torino, and Genoa, these are games that, hey, you never know with these teams. You never know. Why am I not a big believer of Napoli winning the Scudetto? For this guy. And for the mentality of Napoli. Napoli, they won twice. They won twice the Scudetto. They won it with Diego Maradona 2 times, and that's it. It was in the 90s. Guys, I was a kid. With Napoli. Won thanks to the genius, probably the best player of the world, Diego Armando Maradona. That's it, guys. That's it. They won it and then they always collapsed because they don't have the mentality. They are the people, and I love Napoli as a city. I love Napoli as people. I don't like the supporter of Napoli because they are unstable. They win a game, what are they doing? They go outside with fireworks and it's like, okay, we won versus Juve. Okay, let's play with fireworks and we'll make the city crazy. No, you didn't win because then you will bottle it. And then if you pair Napoli with a coach like Spalletti, and tomorrow I will probably be wrong and he will win the Scudetto, and then I said stupid things. But Spalletti is a coach, guys. From the moment that the team has a moment of difficulty, he put his head down like he's doing here on the picture. He's doing like that, heads down, and he's not supporting the team. He's not able to motivate it. It looks like Spalletti is the first one who is not believing in it. And if you are not believing it, how many times did we say it? First, the supporters has to believe, and then you will have the team to believe. If he's not even able to believe as a coach, there is a problem. There is a problem. Then Napoli, it's not the first time, when they have the stress of we can do something, you mathematically they flop. They flop. That's Napoli, guys. It's not. I don't make the rules, I don't make the rules. Let me read a bit of comments and then we'll come back on Inter. That has probably in percentages the most chances to win the Scudetto. Dr. SP, need a tie in that Roma-Napoli fixture. That would be a beautiful gift, a beautiful one. Mohammad, ciao my friend. Milan issue is the player caliber they have. Winning mentality and experience is very, very low. Well, I agree. I agree. Look, the difference, and I always said it, that the difference with Napoli, no, not Napoli, no. The difference with Milan and Inter is that Milan and Inter, they had a really long banter era. A really long banter era, guys. They were so long out of anything, everything. They were out of the Scudetto race, out of this, out of that. They changed property ownership so many times, and at a certain moment, whatever they were doing was accepted. It was accepted. And they had the time to build with young players. But these young players, they had the time. They bought new players, unknown players, Leao, Tomori, and that player, and that player, and that player, young players, and they are doing really beautiful. I respect that because they had the time and they are doing it. But they don't know how to handle a pressure of Scudetto. The only one in that team that is actually putting them up is Ibrahimovic with his experience. The rest are not experienced enough. Then you are telling me, yeah, but Allegri speaking about maturity. These are also examples, concrete examples why it's difficult. Remaining at the top is really, really hard. For every single team, when you are at the top, it's hard because it's hard. It's hard. You have the pressure from 19 other teams that want to beat you, that want to take that first spot from you. It's really hard. You have to be really strong mentally to keep that distance. Juventus did it for 9